Hello and welcome, kings and queens, cuties and beans, back to Final Fantasy XIV Online from Reborn. You want Elaine's friend? Hello? You're one of Elaine's, aren't you? One's got a ghost in her attic, you know? Keeps sending other venturers to that damn place she calls a palace, thinking you're gonna bring a fella back. Oh, did he die? There were 7 of us that day. One of them a fella. My best friend was another. As soon as we walked in, a Tonberry attacked. It was dark and we couldn't get purchase on the floor. It was covered in lake slime and in blood. What more was there to say? Only Elaine and I made it out by the grace of the 12. Everyone else is dead. Think I'd leave him behind. Leave my brother and buy another blood? If I hadn't seen what the Tomberry left, I saw no treasure there. Only death. I said my piece. You still want to see for yourself? That's your business. We'll ferry you there. My adventuring days are over and I'm the boatman at this lake. She thinks they all live, see. All 5 of them hiding from the Tomberry somewhere in the palace. She tried to flee the infirmary. She told folk about her friends needing rescuing. Then she got sly. Poor lost Elaine. Oh, that's sad. It's all kobold, so I should try over there. Where's the kobold? There they are. Oh no. This game does it. Awesome. Okay, so the last one is in Furthest. And there. What are you doing? The souls of the righteous ascend to Haloni's halls. The earthly forms are not afforded the same honor. The goodly men and women deserve proper burials, and so all who come down must go up. Oh. Are they, like, looking for bodies to bring up? That'd be sad. It's a good thing to do, though. And then dragonflies. This way. And one more. Nice. Yay. Gotta stop and help people. Hail, adventurer. Wait, do not tell me Nadric sent you. Tell me this, adventurer. Do you know how the Arum Vale earned its most enticing name? Well, allow me to enlighten you. The cave is rich with sulfur and mithril ore which, through reactions with the groundwater, combine to exude golden-hued fumes. A beautiful sight, that is, until you realize the damn death clouds are burning your chest from within. If you wish to take your life in your hands, I'll not be the one that stops you, but do try not to get killed. I've dragged enough corpses out of the Vale to last me a lifetime. I imagine. Nice. Oh, is it this guy in here? I've talked to you before. Oh, Run, the man who unmasked the heretic in our midst. What do I owe the pleasure of your company? You are an associate of Ishtola. But of course, Lord Drummond confided to me that you were a scion of the Seventh Dawn. Castrum Sentry? What interest have you in the Imperials? They hold several of our number, whom we intend to free. Any information you can provide would be greatly appreciated. I see. I might explain our scout reports. They observed 4 prisoners being led into the castrum. A Huron woman, an Elysian man, and 2 Lalafels, 1 male and 1 female. Tataru and... Was Wedge there?
It's them. It has to be. Minfilia, Rianche, Papalimon, Tataru.
Yeah. Oh, Papali. Yeah. I don't know why my brain thought the other was Papalimo. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. If that scant morsel is of use to you, you may also be interested to hear about a more recent incident. Incident? An Imperial airship made an emergency landing here in Kurthis not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, a Rogadin and a Lalafell, were seen fleeing the craft. Okay, there's Biggs and Wedge. What did you say? A Rogadin and a Lalafell, Master Garland. Neither wore Imperial dress, and both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue, hence our assumption that they were prisoners. Well, I'll be damned. It's Biggs and Wedge. Trust those 2 rascals to escape. We must find them, Ren, and soon. The Imperials will not rest until they are captured or killed, and if Biggs were given the choice, I fear he'd take the latter. Freeing those held in Castrum Sentry will require substantial planning and preparation. As such, it is an endeavour that will admit some slight delay. The matter of the escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scouts observed Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It's likely only a matter of time before they catch them. If you wish to see your comrades again, you had best act now. If, as has been suggested, the Garleans took our fellow Scion prisoners in hopes of understanding the Echo, it seems reasonable to assume that they will not be executed until such time as the study is complete. But Biggs and Wedge are not Scions, nor do they know aught of the Echo. As Lord Portelaine said, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it. Thank you, everyone. You won't regret this. Oh. It's the Power Rangers, but evil. Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work. But all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality. At last, we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, in which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. As you say, my lord, rest assured, our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. Ridderton, you depart for Castrum Ossitans at midnight. You will command the western front in Vilbrand. The Eorzeans will attempt to interfere with our plans. You will see that they do not. My lord, if this be your will, I shall carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet, forgive my impudence, but is it proper to give command of half our forces to it? I have given you nothing, Prefectus. You have earned it. That will be all. Dismissed. Yes, my lord. My quarters. 1 hour. Ooh. Yeah? My purpose here is to reconnoiter Garlean activity along Abalathia's spine. Owing to this, I have the honor of being acquainted with the Stolen. Now, the report of the Imperial airship's emergency landing came to us by way of Zamal Darkhold, situated to the west. Our man stationed at the entrance, a knight named Briselt, may be able to tell you more. So, as to expedite your mission, I shall furnish you with a letter of introduction. I pray that you will soon be reunited with your comrades. May the Fury grant you strength. Stand before Zamal Darkhold, a subterranean fortress excavated by the greatest guardian house of the same name. None but authorized personnel may enter. A letter from Lord Portelaine. So you've come about the Imperial airship. According to our scouts, the vessel had scarce touched ground when a pair of men, captives by all accounts, burst forth and bolted. Imperial soldiers have since been sighted in the area seeking to recapture them. What? The captives are like to be your friends, you say? Then let us pray that they are yet a step ahead of their pursuers. The emergency landing reportedly took place near the Aran Vale, situated south and west of here. I suggest you take your search there. Seek out a knight named Paramons. He should be able to assist you. So we're playing phone tag right now. Or literal tag, I guess it could be considered. We're sprinting. The Imperial airship. I saw it approach to land with mine own 2 eyes. I hastened to the landing site, arrived just in time to see the vessel take to the skies again, but not before it had deployed its detachment of troops. Gruff orders were being barked, and there was an air of consternation about them. Okay. Really? Ooh, we're level 49. They were prisoners aboard the airship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to land. The Garleans who were deployed formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness. In order to alert our forces, I returned to my post, to find evidence that someone may have been here in my absence. Whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked 2 sets of footprints, one large and one small. If you search the area, mayhap you'll be able to follow the prints to their owners. Okay. Little ones. I'll see you. Is he under the bridge? Oh, is he hiding in the wa- Oh, he is. Oh my god, Wedge. You're gonna die of hypothermia. So cold. I want to go home. Stop. Please don't eat me. I'm not nearly as succulent as I look. It's all skin and bones underneath, I swear. Hey, Ren, it's you. Thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The galleons were snapping at our heels like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell-bent on evading them, I almost ran headlong into a monster's gaping maw thrice. When I finally found cover, it hit me how cold and hungry I was. Biggs? He isn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure our pursuers away. It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? Track down Wedge. That's wonderful news. Now what, Biggs? I see. But hardly surprises me that the big fellow went off as he did. For all that, the tongue lashings he gives Wedge, it's always taken care of him. I've scoured the area surrounding the Darkhold, but have nothing to show for it. At any rate, we know for a fact that Biggs headed west. With both Ida and Ashtar helping out, I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position while keeping an eye out for Biggs. If memory serves, there should be an Ishgardian fortification not far to your west. Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Just meet there. Dare I hope? Was that Master Garland you spoke with? After 5 long years. Thank goodness he's alive. Oh right, he didn't know we found Sid. I'm feeling better now, Ren. Let's go to Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive. I feel like I should drop you there and then go out looking for Biggs. This isn't safe. Hello, Tower. Well met and welcome, adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm? Oh, it would seem your companion has caught a chill. Come and warm yourself by the fire. I will bring you a hot broth.
How are we feeling now then? Stay here as long as you need. The same goes for you, friend. It is plain you have a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can.
Shadows don't know what they want to do. I'm fine now, thanks to you, but I can't bear to think that Biggs is still all alone in the cold, with Guardians on his heels. He led the enemy away for my sake, and now he's suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again, but do you think you could search for Biggs? I haven't the slightest notion where he might be at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, the people here have seen something. You think I wasn't gonna go look for him? A Rogan gentleman dressed in the same manner as your companion. I'm sorry, but he did not come by here. Let me think a moment. I would not raise your hopes unduly, but there is a cave situated a short distance to the south. We call it the Fury's Gaze, and it may be worth the while to investigate. I make this suggestion only because your friend seems like a selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy to this tower, mayhap he elected to pass us by. And that's very possible. Alright, let's go. Hey guys. I made a fucky wucky. I made a fucky wucky. That's my first step. Oh, man. That's the first time I've died. Oh wait, I don't have to go back in there. Awesome. I was scared I was gonna have to go back in there and do that again. Just not scared isn't the word. I just don't have to do. Make sure not to do AoEs. Okay, I need you to move. Come on. Thank you. Ren, were you able to learn anything? I learned I hit the wrong button. And fuck myself. Not in this area. Well, that stands to reason. I suppose seeing as he was trying to lure the Guardians away from me. But where within the vast sea of snow and ice could he be? We can't give up, Ren. We must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold or is recaptured. There must be someone in this tower who can help us. Even if it's only to tell us where to look. Ask them for me. Ask anyone who will listen and hurry. Biggs' chances of survival grow slimmer by the moment. Oh, yeah. Your friend is lost in the wilderness, you say? If he's not to be found around here or in the vicinity of the Darkhold, it is possible he made for Whiterun. To reach it, one must travel through the Danafin Pass, the southern end of which lies to the north and east of here. While I make no guarantee that your search will bear fruit, it is surely better than worrying in idleness. Wish you luck. Oh, and one more thing. Do tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not a moon ago I nearly broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble. Funny enough, I was totally just gonna do this to go down. What up, bitches? Oh, it's a whole thing. Alright. Well, least I know I won't have random mobs on the way. Our orders are to take you back, dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer? Why don't you come and find out, Tinhead? Ida. Ren, it is well that you are here. The situation is grave. Biggs is in a bad way. We need to do something right now. Ida has the right of it. He will perish if we delay. With me. Alright, so I got a fighter and a healer with me. He's not alone. Kill them all. Now that I kill you first. How did you know where to find me? Hold your ground, reinforcements are coming. The more the merrier. I'll pound you all into the next umbrella. Oh. Ren, stay close to Biggs. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Can you kill Biggs, Stella? I would adore that. More than our conductive to merriment. Next time, Ida have to have one wish for. Awesome. Well, thanks. Another moment and I would have... You good? Nope. He's been too long in the cold. We must find shelter for him. I got through the tower over there. With a fire. Monument Tower, you say? Very well. Ida and I shall bear him there with all haste. Sid will be so happy to see Biggs and Wedge again. I love reunions. I cannot thank you enough, Ren, and the same goes to the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Don't mention it. We are family, are we not? Well, yes, it's just I didn't think I'd ever see him again. Oh, the lot of you in my life. And you saved Wedges too, Ren. I'm losing count how money I owe you. Don't think about it, he's fine. Biggs, Wedge. Gods, it's good to see the two of you again. Chief, it's you. It's really you. In our hearts, we knew you were still alive. But to finally see you in the flesh. When Alphino told me of the raid of the Waking Sands, I feared the worst. What happened? The enemy struck with nary a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wags and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint. It must have been awful. There's one thing I don't understand, though. How did the Galleons get there so fast?
I mean, the immortal flame should have seen them coming, right? I myself have asked the same question. That that day when I returned to the carnage of the Waking Sands, I noted Artemis and Horizon. Well, yeah, everyone in Horizon was just saying they heard a commotion. Nothing at all to suggest the passing of an Imperial force. From this, I conclude that the Guardians came neither by land nor by air. Nay, they were born there by potent teleportation magics. Magics of the kind used by the Ascians. Oh shit. Carry on. We were bound and blindfolded and bundled into the cargo bay of a waiting airship. I can't rightly say how long we were aboard by the time. Can't rightly say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of an Imperial stronghold, Custom Sentry. Upon arrival, we were marched off into the main complex. Biggs and I were thrown into a detainment cell together, while Minfili and the others were taken elsewhere. That was the last time we heard from them. Custom Sentry. What happened next? Well, we were held in isolation for what felt like years, but it was probably moons, or maybe only weeks, and then, without warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found out was bound for Garlemald, much to our dread. We knew that if we were taken back there, we weren't like to leave again. So risky though it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude control and thereby forced an emergency landing. And in the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. The rest, as they say, is history. That's good they knew how to do that, though. If I didn't know better, I'd call that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel? That will have been Big's handiwork. Like as not, you always were resourceful in a tight spot, my friend. Ren, thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It would seem I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. Don't worry about it. There's still many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait. Minfilia and the others still want rescue. Alright, you lot. Garland Ironworks is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials a fall. Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minfilia and the others. Gods know we've kept them waiting too long already. Based on what we've learned, I believe it's safe to say they're being held at Castrum Sentry. So let us reconvene at Revenant's Toll in Mordona. It is as good a place as any to prepare, and better than most. The road leading east, then south, will get you there. When we arrive, let us seek the advice of the local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit our mission. Gotcha! Alright. So the entrance that was next to the Vale. Oh, that's a change. Alright, let's grab the crystal. Well met, friend. What brings you to Revenant's Toll? Did I hear you rightly? Your friends are being held captive at Castrum Sentry.
You want to rescue them. I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. The stronghold has been on high alert of late, with armoured patrols seen about the perimeter around the clock. Not even a fly could get within 100 yolms of the walls undetected. If the Guardians were alerted to our coming, we cannot know what they will do to Minfili and the others. We must act with the greatest stealth. Aye, it has to be good old-fashioned infiltration.
But with security so tight, how are we going to smuggle ourselves in?
Why, I've a mind to walk through the front door.
The front door?
Aye, we'll disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. For this, we'll need a few sets of Imperial uniforms, a suit of Magitech armor, and impeccable timing. That's a bold strategy, but it just might work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing those Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage Eorzeans would think to use their technology. And it's settled. If you're determined to go ahead with this, I recommend you speak with Glamen. The fellow's got a personal grudge against the Empire, and happens to know a deal about Castrum Sentry besides. I've no doubt that he'd want to be of aid.
Ida and I shall go reconnoitre Guardian activity at the stronghold. It would not do if something were to befall our comrades before we had the chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready, Ren. Let's do this.
She's so cute, I love her.
Sometimes I wonder, Ida, are there ever times when you are not enthused? I'm nothing if not enthused, Ishtola, and you're beginning to remind me of Papa Limo.
She's like, leave me alone. Let me be excited. Oh my god. He's carrying presents. That's so good. Alright. Hello. Keeps eggs. Looking for Glamen, are you? You found him, whoever you are. You're looking to get inside Castrum Sentry and you'd need my help. Something tells me we're gonna get along just fine. Alright. So your friends at Castrum Sentry that want for rescue. That Slaffborn knows me too well. Aye, you can count on my help. I got a score to settle with the Imperials, and I never pass an opportunity to get back at the Hall Sons. But enough about me. Let's talk strategy. Rescuing folk from captivity is right delicate business. Single oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. You can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm beyond the shadow of doubt that your friends, where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover they've been moved elsewhere. But how can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach Sentry from the east, you'll see a swamp land to your left, called the Tangle. Get in there, never mind the mobiles, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. You'll come upon some drainage pipes coming down from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to the command tower. If you listen closely, it might as be you can eavesdrop on some of the happenings within. Once we know for certain your friends are there, we'll move on to the next stage of the operation. Now get going, with good speed. Oh, okay. Let's go. I need them. faint sound of conversation echoes down the pipe. What of the captive? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be a deaf mute for all the information we've gotten out of her. The others aren't much better. The Elazin gets on my nerves most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only to spout gibberish. I do wonder, why is the Tribunus so obsessed with this Minfilia woman? They say she possesses some mystical power, something we Guardians don't have. Mystical power, like the kind the Beastmen use. How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you ask the Tribunus yourself? As well try to humble her. I like my head where it is, thank you very much. Our break is over. Best get back to our stations. Footfalls grow fainter until it all is silent. Great. That information. It's good to see you again, Ren. I'm given to understand you have conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? Some Philly and the others are indeed at Castrum Sentry. Their presence thus confirmed, we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. I have the details from him. Alright, well, before we go more into that, I think that's probably where we'll end this one for now. Thank you to everyone that came and hung out. I truly hope you had fun, and I will see you next time.